silver as a strategic metal. Now, it's the first time that has ever happened.
We need to have strategic reserves.
What is silver? It's going up.
Yeah.
It is?
Well, you make it a strategic metal, it's got to go up, right?
I just went through all these, Tim.
You did?
Yeah, I did. And these are the ones I found that were
What'd you do? Drop on the floor and step on them?
Buy your precious metals online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold and silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. How's it going, Tim?
Hi there.
What do you have in stock today for us?
Gold and silver.
Gold.
Lots of American Eagles.
Lots of Eagles?
Yeah, and lots of Krugerrands.
Okay.
Quite a few bars.
Yep.
A few Britannias, a few, I actually have a lot of Philharmonics, a lot of Mexican 50 pesos, and let me see what else I have. Oh gosh.
Pre-33.
We have a lot of pre-33 as well.
I might be in the market for a Liberty.
Oh, I found one for you.
You did?
Yeah, you were looking for the shabby one.
Yeah, the shabby ones. Silver?
I have another box of Eagles on order.
Okay.
And I have some 24s and only a few 25s, but and some other back dates.
Cool. So who were you on the phone with, Tim, just a little bit ago?
Oh, geez, that's a company. Let me think. RDST. Oh, SD Bullion.
Wise guy. You're on with Cole.
I was on with Cole. He's one of the best people I've ever met in this business.
Isn't it amazing?
He's a good guy.
We were talking about these babies right here.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Guess we got some on order.
We do. They are available right now at sdbullion.com/Yankee, but they will be available here in Tim's shop soon. Have you been getting any calls on those?
Not from anybody in my family.
Nobody in your
They don't care.
How about others than your family?
No, they're getting a lot of calls.
In fact, I was thinking, Tim, what if we just filled the front of this?
Oh, you mean all these empty trays?
Right. Yeah, all these spots right here. What if we filled them with
Back
our round?
In the old days, we used to fill these trays up every day, put them away every night, and bring them out every day, and then put them away every night.
Who's this we?
Well, a collective, all my imaginary friends who work here. Yeah, and then the business turned into all gold and silver. And so I said, why am I putting this stuff away and then bringing it out every day? Because when somebody wants a rare coin, they just ask.
So exciting. What are these right here?
These are commemorative sets from the U.S. Mint. And every now and then we get a certain theme in. There's a couple of Benjamin Franklin's. Those are very popular. Marine Corps anniversary. Those are popular. And that's a Lewis and Clark. They're actually popular.
Wow. You bought these?
And Veterans Memorial. Yeah, we buy them. I do go to look at the wholesale and see what they're paying for them, and the prices come down dramatically. It's very close to spot. There are a lot of these sets that are not popular, and then there's some that are much more popular. All the military themed sets are popular, and we have a bunch of those.
Cool. Very nice. Also, Tim, you said I was going to be able to pick up a tube of Cull Silver Eagles if I put it together myself. Is that something I can do?
I started putting them in the same place, but there's one in the hall, and then way in the back, I have packages in process, so you got to be careful what you pick up.
Right. As I always am.
Let me run back to get the right box. Because I know which box it is, and there are about 18 boxes back.
Okay, no problem. So everybody's talking about what the Department of Interior did by classifying silver as a strategic metal. Now, it's the first time that has ever happened.
Copper too, don't forget copper.
And copper too, I'm sorry, yes. This is a draft, so it may not even be finalized. But if it is, this could be huge for our resources and what it means.
It could. We need to have strategic reserves.
Right.
And keep in mind how other countries operate.
Okay.
Like take China, for example, because they're big miners. The government, specifically the CCP, determines what comes out of the ground and how much, and everything is controlled. Okay, this is not that type of country. Okay, but when Trump decided to, fund rare earth minerals,
Right.
and that's almost like nationalizing some mines. Okay.
Interesting.
And so he's getting criticism for nationalizing things.
But he's not.
Well, if you turn these metals, copper and silver and everything else into strategic metals, then he's not nationalizing anything. I think it's somewhat political, but also to make sure that he's not overreaching his authority by nationalizing mining or anything like
He's
that.
making it strategic.
Well, to all the people who feel it's a good idea to control the markets, that's going to boost demand for silver by tremendously. Probably not, unless the COMEX doesn't have enough blocks to make deliveries. There's an awful lot of silver is being refined now. Lots and lots of silver.
I think it was a pretty amazing statement.
But it's being misinterpreted, typically, mostly by hedge funds. It's another reason to boost the metals.
Is it another excuse for you?
Another excuse.
What is silver? It's going up.
Yeah.
It is?
You make it a strategic metal, it's got to go up, right?
I think Department of Interior's announcement about silver is huge. And silver spot price looks to be about ready to break $40 an ounce, guys. But what really has me excited is my commodities portfolio. It has jumped a lot higher than the spot prices of silver and gold. In fact, almost every single one of my gold and silver stocks inside my model portfolio are in positive territory. Some are up over 100%. One is up over 300%. That is the massive power of a leveraged investment in precious metal mining stocks. Spot price can go up, but miners can rocket up. I told you about a phenomenal silver mining pure play back in June that is up over 160% US in 2025. So please don't click away, don't skip forward. Give me a few minutes of your time and I'm going to tell you again about my sponsor, Argenta Silver. In my opinion, they are the #1 all-time pure silver junior miner. I think that will be the case for the coming decade. And it seems I'm not the only one that has that opinion. Last June, I told you that billionaire mining magnate Frank Gustra was buying their stock like crazy, and that another investor, real estate entrepreneur Eduardo Elstein, had bought 5 million Canadian dollars worth of Argenta stock in May. Well, both Frank and Eduardo bought additional shares just 2 weeks ago. Millions of dollars into Argenta Silver. Frank considers Argenta Silver's El Cavar resource a once-in-a-40-year opportunity. He knew instantly El Cavar was it. Situated in Argentina's top mining jurisdiction, the Salta province, El Cavar's infrastructure is ready to use. They've got the camp, they've got miles of internal roads, active railroad, pressurized gas pipeline, high voltage power lines, the works. Because the previous owners spent an estimated 6 million Canadian dollars on the project. And in the process, they discovered the third largest pure silver deposit in Argentina. And then Argenta bought the project for just $3.5 million US. $3.5 million. That is crazy. Because El Cavar has a silver resource of 45.3 million ounces indicated and 4.1 million ounces inferred. And that's high quality silver I'm talking about here. But here's the real kicker. Less than 1% of the project area has been explored. 1 measly percent. But they're drilling. They're drilling and finding pretty much only silver. And guys, historically, pure silver resources have gone on and on and on, seemingly forever. They are gems, rare finds. And the real hope is finding another El Cavar-like deposit in the other 99% that they haven't explored yet. And if and when they do, well, it's going to be insane. I think they'll have to beat major investors off with a stick. So, in summary, Silver is trading at 14-year highs, while Argenta silver is up over 160% U.S. in 2025. There's that leverage I talked about. You've got high-grade, low-tonnage mineralization of silver at El Cavar. The infrastructure is all in place there. It's a great jurisdiction. Their top two individual and very experienced shareholders just keep gobbling up Argenta shares, and they're drilling as I speak. So please, guys, do yourself a favor. Check out Argenta Silver, ticker symbol AGAGF, on the over-the-counter market here in the United States. Do your own due diligence on them. Do it over the Labor Day weekend. All the links you need are in the description of this video below. All right, well, thanks for the time, guys. Let's get back to Tim. So we have somebody coming in here to buy some. What are you going to buy?
Well, that's the question. Basically, silver or gold.
So you don't know which one you want?
Well, I haven't come up to my own weight in silver yet.
Is this is not the first time you've been in with Tim's?
Oh, no. Been doing this for a few years now, as a result of you, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, Tim is a rare breed, and you are too. So I often watch you just to sort of see where the temperature's going. But
Somebody yesterday called it Abbott and Costello.
well,
Yeah, that should be your nickname.
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's better than bubbles or not.
you know, if I look back at what my break-even is in silver, it's about $27 an ounce, and if it's 27, and in gold it was $21.70. So I'm back.
Good old days.
Yeah, the good old days. And of course, he talks about income averaging. I mean, coal price averaging, which I try and do, but everything pushes it up. You don't think things are going to change that dramatically? As a result,
I think they're going to get more reasonable, at least until, because we're all waiting for Basel III to be implemented, which changes the metals markets a lot.
The gold and maybe silver.
Well,
tangentially.
because these futures contracts are worthless. They're not an asset. And I think if you're a big company and you have a lot of money under management, it has to be an asset because you have clients that are willing to pay for it. It's not something the banks can sustain at these prices. If banks want to put silver in their capital reserves, it's got to be at a much lower price.
my wife watches too much YouTube, but you're on it too, so we do that. And she was nearly in tears this morning because she was looking at the devaluation of the dollar and, you know, where do we stand relative to what we tried to do in terms of anticipating the future.
Wow.
And, you know, I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for my kids because I figure in this tenuous labor market going forward, when things are going to change with AI, that their consistency may not be something that they can count on every day.
So what does your wife want you to buy?
She says silver, more silver. You know, we have, I would say, probably 2,400 ounces of silver.
Do you have any Tim Yankee rounds?
Not yet, but I saw them this morning, and I think I saw them on SD for $43.85. I think is what they were asking for them.
Oh, that's a decent price.
Yeah.
Well, I have an awful lot of silver we're selling at less than spot.
Really?
Yeah, and first customer of the day, you know, asked about close to spot or something, and I told him less than spot, and so he bought some kilos. And we're not doing 10-ounce bars yet, less than spot, but I do have a lot of 10-ounce bars, kind of fringe area, you know, not Canadian Men and not Sunshine and not Silvertown, that we will keep the price low on.
The benefit to the 1 ounce is it's, you know, a little bit more marketable in transactions.
I do have a lot of interesting 1 ounce. They all come in cases, so they're all $41 each, but we're 39 plus, so that's not really outrageous. But
Yeah, what is the spot price today? Just for viewers, because they do like to know when
last
we're
it was
talking price.
around 39.20, and it looked like it was going up again. Let me just get the spot prices on
I
here.
think you'll live to see when silver and gold are priced truly by supply and demand.
I don't know. That's a good question. If I knew the answer to that, I'd probably be more certain about what I'm doing here.
I think Basel III, if it's ever implemented, I'm having my doubts because
me too.
the only two banks that I can see, I shouldn't name the banks,
Right, don't
but
name
there are
the
two banks that I can see that actually are meeting their capital reserve requirements
Just
now.
two?
That's from what I can see, yeah. But they are associated with, the money managers down in Wall Street.
Yeah. So what did you just pull in here? Ooh.
I have a whole lot of 1 ounce bars. They all come with these cases. And I haven't gone through the rest of them yet, but they're the Silvertown, these are the Aztec warrior with a calendar on the reverse. Okay.
Okay.
And the dragon. And then these are Highland Mint, which are
You love Highland
top-notch
Mint.
mint.
Yeah, that's what a major Yankee Tim round, right? Highland Mint.
Do they have their monogram on
They
it?
do. HM. It's on my side.
On there?
Yep, right there.
So these, for the time being, are less than $2 over. And I do have a lot of them, so I can afford to sell them at 41.
Wow.
I don't really, the
good price.
rest of them are all in that same ballpark.
Okay.
Silver was at, the high was 39.17, the low is 38.46. That's where it always starts before it gets to New York.
I'm glad you said that though in this video, so people. And I'm right, and it's $40 an ounce, Tim. They don't call and go, what?
It'll bounce off at 40.
Okay, all right. What
But
do you think? Do you
it's-
think it'll hit 40?
It'd be nice to see it, but it's been hedging all the time. So
Well, the high today was 39.17, and the asking price right now is 39.17.
but it's been up over 40, once or twice in the last few years?
Not since 2011, I think.
Was that the high? And
2011 went up to 47 or something.
really?
Like
And
that.
how long did it stay there?
Not long.
Couple of days, maybe.
What spiked it, if you recall?
Good question. Dodd-Frank was in 2010. The money makers did some naked shorts in January and got away with it. So that's when it started to go up.
I think it went up because of ZIRP, zero interest rate policy. I think it went up because of QE1, QE2, QE3, TARP, all of the machinations from the Federal Reserve.
Engineered
That's
economies,
why.
yeah.
Exactly. Inflation went into Wall Street rather than Main Street, and the rich got richer and the middle class suffered, and then eventually it poured out of it into Main Street, and we saw inflation under Biden explode.
But inflation is going to always be the dark horse. Even though what Trump is doing is going to be very good for the country if all that money is put to good use. And that should work to keep inflation down. But it's always going to be a problem.
We don't feel like we have the power to control our future. And so, we've always been very conservative. And we like to be able to say that we can affect the future by what we do in the moment. And you just don't know what's going to happen going forward. Now, a lot of what Trump is doing, I am totally supportive of. So I think more of it, the better. He gets a bit extreme sometimes, but I think he's headed in the right direction, generally speaking, in most areas.
I agree with him.
I think
on that.
he's
I agree with you.
setting up kind of a competition between members of his cabinet to see who will come out on top and continue these policies.
So we're talking probably 10 grand, more or less, round out.
Well, if you want larger bars, that's going to be pretty easy. If you want to stick to the smaller bars, 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 10 ounce bars, they're right now priced the same per ounce. But if you buy them under spot, in the big bars, you're gonna make that whatever the amount is pretty quickly.
How about a combination of the two?
Combination is good.
What do you recommend? I'm putty in your hands.
Do you want fancy or popular or bulk?
I want pure silver.
Silver is silver to you?
It is. It's a commodity. But obviously, there are some things that have value beyond its intrinsic silver value, and that's this token. This would be great.
Yeah.
I have to get one of those when they come around.
Well,
Well, those are yours, Tim.
they're
You
gonna
got to
go-
have what
they-
you
They're
can't.
going to go fast.
Again, as I say, I'm looking for your recommendations, so I trust you completely.
I do too.
These are well packaged.
Yeah. What are these?
These are all 10 ounce.
Even this is 10 ounce?
It says 10 ounce on it.
Wow, it seems like it's different configuration than
They
this.
are all different
Or maybe it's
configurations.
just in this.
Yeah. Some are a little thinner, wider. Yeah.
Okay, so. Okay. That sounds like it hits the bill for today. 98.40?
Actually, 99.60 because I'm including these three. I just want to take those aside for the math.
Oh, okay. All right, so you're including these at 99.60?
Yeah.
That's the number.
Okay.
All right. I'll be back in 15, 20 minutes.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
This is Eagles, and there are some painted ones in here, but there are also most of the others are nice. There are a lot of boxes here that has that's shouldn't even be here.
Ooh.
It's another box with Eagles. Tell you what,
I can go through these.
yeah, because here's a
Alright.
painted one here. There's probably more of those in there.
Okay. I can bring it out and go one by one if you want.
Yeah, you can take that.
All right, cool. I just went through all these, Tim.
You did?
Yeah, I did. And these are the ones I found that were
What'd
call
you do?
circuit.
Drop on the floor and step on them? or
I
what?
did not drop
They
them.
all look like they have problems.
Okay. Well,
It's my favorite tube, but
That's-
I'll just charge you $5 for it.
okay.